I could probably sum this one up in about 10 seconds, but we'll do a video instead. What's up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. Welcome back to my series Honestly, where I break down my honest, unfiltered opinion on a YouTube content creator, a musician, a band, an online star, whatever it might be. We're still in the early stages here, but thank you to everybody who's been watching and supporting the show so far. If you're able to, please support me on Patreon. It's the top link down below. I know, shameless plug, but YouTube loves to demonetize my videos, so hey, hitting the like button, sharing, that helps as well, but if you're able to, join in on Patreon. There's some cool perks over there. It's linked in the description. Logan Paul might be the punching bag of the internet right now, but it hasn't always been that way. But for like the past year or so, I've been like, yeah, fuck this guy. Kind of casually, I see his content and I see the type of douchebag that he is, and it wasn't really hurting anyone at first, but I guess I kind of let it slide. I would tell people that I knew. I'm like, Jake and Logan Paul, no thank you. But now, obviously, as there's been some other things that have happened that we'll talk about in more detail in a minute, Logan has been thrust into the spotlight and not exactly in a positive manner. But at the same time, it's very scary because his young, loyal fans are more rabid and vicious than ever. So we're going to break it down today in this format that I have for Honestly. I do hope you guys are continuing to enjoy this series. Let me know who else you would like to see me do one on in the future. I have scheduled episodes for H3 Productions, Philip DeFranco, Jax Films, just to name a few. So let me know what you would like to see. Other than that, let's get right into this. Let's talk about Logan Paul and what I honestly think. Logan Paul is a former Vine star and current YouTube sensation that has taken the scene by storm with his mostly unmatched and unparalleled over-the-top fake enthusiasm. Logan left Vine well before it died. He started branching out and he had millions of followers elsewhere across all of his other social media platforms, including his YouTube channel, and then he started vlogging. He started posting daily vlogs in September of 2016, steadily growing at first until he just hit that upwards ramp and kept going. Pedal to the metal, it didn't stop. The growth has continued to well over 15 million subscribers. Logan's vlogs slowly turned more and more into a one-up contest with not only himself, but also his fellow douchebag vlogging brother, Jake Paul. Logan's content is a hyper-real version of his daily life, exaggerated to the fullest degree to keep the young viewers excited and coming back. Logan constantly disrespects his surroundings, shows a complete lack of human response to those around him, and is an all-around nuisance wherever himself and his posse go. Try to imagine a creator that is so hungry for views, fame, and the next great clickbait for his thumbnail or just the video in general, that they shut off all real human emotion and become a roboticized version of themselves. It's honestly pretty scary to think about as Logan sets a trend with his vlogs. It tells kids to have that super inflated ego, to pick up a camera, to go disrespect and film your surroundings no matter what's going on. As long as you get the footage, bruh, you good? That's all it teaches them, and that is terrifying. As long as your ego is the size of a skyscraper, it shows those viewers how you can get what you want if you surround yourself with yes men. And most frighteningly of all, it highlights how general destructive douchebaggery and disrespect for everyone can get you to the top. Logan's vlogs may have started off innocently enough, but he and his team quickly realized what a goldmine they had stepped into and started scraping away at the walls of just what people would accept. There's many times that Logan has 110% crossed the lines with his actions and his vlog, but for the most part, he's left unchecked with his pranks, his bullying, and his complete lack of remorse for his destructiveness, chalking people not on board up to just being haters. Logan's recent trip into the suicide forest in Japan just made this episode a top priority for me to make. I mean, I was gonna do it at some point, but obviously the timing fell right here. It just makes my blood boil with rage how a 22-year-old man, yes man, not a boy, could walk into this forest, which is a very, very scary and sad place, with his cameras rolling and blazing, filming everything, and just his laughing reactions, and him with his friends, and the way that they joke about it. It showed how dehumanized they actually are. Logan tries not only here, but in many situations to make you think he's really got the right intentions at heart. He wanted to bring quote-unquote suicide awareness with his video, a claim that I, and pretty much anyone that's not a brainwashed 11 11-year-old maverick can see is bullshit. Logan cares solely about his view count, his subscriber growth, and his wealth. He constantly plugs his merch at the top of his lungs, as does his greedy brother Jake, and his fans eat it up. They think it's somehow cool that he constantly peddles products to them every single vlog. Meanwhile, if I go say, check out my Patreon like I did at the start of this video, I'm the devil. Anyways, getting off track there, Logan is a narcissistic egomaniac psycho that is completely out of control. YouTube took far too long to respond to this open and shut case and gave far too light of a punishment in my opinion. PewDiePie gets his show cancelled instantly and is pretty much disowned at the drop of a hat over some bad Nazi jokes, yet Logan Paul literally goes into a forest with his camera and his crew, films and comments on a dead Japanese man that took his own life. Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you. Fuck Logan Paul, his entire family that raised him, and Jake to be such arrogant pricks, and YouTube, of course, for so clearly putting the money that Logan brings in above the well-being of others and kids who might actually be watching this content. Logan may have been taken off of the preferred tier, he might have had a show canceled, but it's not going to hurt him because, like Philip DeFranco said, his core audience did not give a flying fuck about the fact that he filmed in the suicide forest. They left it unchecked. In fact, it had almost 500,000 likes and was on the trending page with 6 million views before people actually started to take notice. Logan will unfortunately continue to prosper as long as there's these kids that just eat up everything that is thrown at them for some reason. And hey, parents, maybe if they're tuning into this video somehow and you're seeing this, maybe keep an eye on what your kids are watching and maybe understand that just because somebody writes in the description, PG, kid-friendly, clean content, maybe it's not exactly that, and maybe you're not even checking that in the first place, but maybe you should be. I mean, I'm no parent, but it seems like common sense that monitor what your kids are doing and watching on the internet. And if you're driving them to these meetups and buying merch from people and spending money on them, maybe you should realize who exactly you're supporting. I've said all I feel that I need to say today, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up right here. As always with Honestly, I do put a rating on the creators. It can go from great creator to neutral, somewhere in the middle. There's a couple of others, and obviously the worst being TFA. What's TFA for anybody who's just tuning in? Well, Logan Paul's getting it today. Logan Paul gets our absolute worst score because Logan Paul is a total fucking asshole. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Honestly. What do you guys think about Logan Paul? Did I hit the nail on the head or am I completely off point here? Let me know in the comments section down below. Please, while you're here, drop a like on the video. Consider supporting me on Patreon. Maybe pick up some merch as well, or just subscribe to the channel and tell a friend. That's the biggest help right there. Help grow and spread the channel. If you would like to see the last episode of Honestly that I did on a PewDiePie, you can tap right over here. I think that a lot of you enjoyed that episode, so thanks for tuning in. If you would like to see another recent video that I made right here on Beyond ARTV, right over here, or if you would like to find me on social media, I am most active on Twitter, but all of my socials will be linked in the description down below. Other than that, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you very soon right here on Beyond ARTV.